Loud! Mastering. That's some mastering section going on there. But today, we're gonna talk about mastering. Let's go. When I started making music, I didn't know anything about mastering. Then when I rendered out the tracks as an MP3, when I listened it back, it's just way too soft. And then I found out about mastering. If let's say making a song is like building a car, then mastering would be the process of washing your car and then polishing it, making it nice and shiny. Mastering is typically done using two things: making your tracks louder by using compression and making your tracks sound better by using EQing or modification of frequency. Today I'm going to share with you guys my mastering process like I learned throughout the years, and I think this process is like the most simple and enjoyable way to do mastering, so let's jump right into it. Step number one is to use a monitor. Now, to explain why we need a monitor, we need to understand what happens to your tracks when you have something too loud inside your track. For this super technical part, let me get my uncle to explain this to y'all.
Hello boy, so today Uncle's gonna explain to you all what happens when you have something too loud in your track. So first of all, we have to understand that for any sound system, whether it's speaker or earphone, the maximum output that it's gonna give is always 0 dB. So anything softer would be at negative 5 dB, negative 10 dB, but maximum is always 0 dB. If you're mastering your tracks with your earphone and you have a very loud low frequency kick that you cannot hear, in fact your kick is actually 10 times louder than your melody here, okay? So what happens when you put it through speaker, your low kick, which is 10 times louder, will be at the ceiling of 0 dB, but your melody, because it is 10 times softer than your kick here, will end up being way softer. In fact, it will be around minus 10 dB. Here, of course, 0 dB, your ceiling. Now, let's take a look at what happened. Now, if you master using your studio monitor and you would detect that, oh, there is a very loud kick, so I'll reduce the volume of that loud kick, and then you have your melody, right? So right now, in comparison, your kick to your melody, not too loud, yeah, not too loud in relative to the melody. Now let's see what happens when we put it through the speaker. Okay, goes the melody. And again, the kick here always maintain at the ceiling, right? 0 dB, it will always maintain. But what happens is your melody, because in relative to your kick, it is not too soft, you end up having a very louder melody, right? So maybe this is 0 dB and this one maybe minus only 3 dB. So you can see that if you master using your earphones, your melody is very soft, but if you master using your monitor, your melody becomes much more louder using this logic. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. So with that, right now I can tell you that a normal studio monitor can output a wide range of frequency in comparison to like an earphone or a home speaker. They have very limited frequency that they can output. They just output the normal frequency. So if let's say you're making a track and there's something that is super loud in a certain frequency, if you're using a monitor, you would be able to hear it, which in turn let you reduces the volume of that sound and make your tracks louder, just like what my uncle said. Number 2 is make your sound good even before entering the mastering stage. Now, mastering won't make your bad song sound good, but will make your good song sound awesome. With that, here are 3 bullet points that I'm going to go through very fast to tell you how to make your song sound good before entering the mastering stage. A. Pull down your master volume before even making your song so that when the end of the song, you can pull back up the master volume and everything will be loud. B. Adjust your individual sound to make sure they're loud enough in relative to other sounds. C. Add individual Soundgoodizer and reverb to each sound and make sure you're happy with every sound, tweaking it, tuning it, fine-tuning every single thing using Soundgoodizer and reverb. Add all the effects you want before entering the mastering stage. Boom. Number 3 is that once you're happy with your mix, add an isotope ozone house basic preset to your master channel. Now I got this tip from Hardway's tutorial on Wake Me. I'm not too sure how it works, but I would say that it's modifying the frequency. Basically just like a very good Instagram filter on top of your song. So yeah. And a bonus tip is to add like a fruity balance and automate the volume just right before the drop. Reduce the volume a little bit so that when the drop hits, it really booms into your listeners' ears.
Okay, just to recap, in case you guys got short-term memory loss. Number 1 is to use a studio monitor to make sure that there is no loud noises in your tracks. Number 2 is to make sure that every sound in your tracks sound good even before entering the mastering stage using Soundgoodizer and reverb. Add all you want until you are satisfied with it before entering the mastering stage. Lastly, add an isotope ozone basic house preset to your track. This is like a very good Instagram filter, yeah, to your tracks to make it shine. Okay.
Alright, there you go. Mastering, not mastering, is mastering. Hopefully this video helps your track sound a little bit more awesome than it is. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer any of them, alright? So if any doubts, I'll be happy to help you the best that I can. Alright, leave a like if you think this video is awesome. For the next video, I think I'm gonna complete the Chainsmoker remix. I don't know, I've been saying this like so many times, so long already. Chainsmoker remix. I'm doing the Chainsmoker remix. Finally, it's gonna get done and I'm super happy about that. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye. The weather's like pretty hot, so I ordered myself some milk tea from Chato, my favorite. This is like hojicha latte. Oh, it just cools me down.